January 1st, 2024, and I still haven't finished the CNC enclosure. But why? You know, despite the fact that I work on a 7 to 5 job and I often need to work on Saturdays, my time here at the shop is very limited. But that's not just it. There were a lot of things that happened off camera. I'm still wondering if I should have had recorded them, because you know, as a YouTuber, the more content you have, the better it is. But at the time, I just felt that I needed to get things done fast, and I chose not to. But here are the things that happened off camera. Well, the first one and the most obvious is that I removed the division that I had here in this building. I had a wall here and I took it off. But why did I took it off? Well, the CNC itself has a very large footprint. And as I was considering on buying new tools, which I did, and I'm going to show you in a few minutes, I realized that I just wouldn't have enough room, and it's going to be too crammed up, and I had to do it. So after removing the wall, I obviously had more room, and I decided to finally acquire my metalworking material. Basically, I bought this welding table from a company called Gas. It's a Brazilian company, and they basically laser cut the table, and it comes pretty much ready for you to work. You just need to assemble the legs. I also got this Makita grinder, 7-inch for heavy work, and my other smaller one at the moment is on repair. I also got this metal chop saw from ASM. It's a Brazilian company as well. It's a model AC713, and it has a cold cut blade, so you don't have sparks flying all around. This is their most budget-friendly model. As you can see, it's not a big saw, it's not a big blade, but for now, it does what it needs to do. And this is the welding machine that I got. It's a MIG Flex 160. It does MIG, obviously, does stick welding and also TIG. For now, I'm welding more with stick because when it gets too hot in here and I need to turn on the fans, I use stick welding, because if I use MIG, it's going to eventually blow the gas off and I get a crappy weld. So for the new woodworking tools that I got, this is a jointer that I bought. It's made by a Brazilian company called Famac. It has a 300 millimeters blade and a single phase motor. That's good for me because I don't have 3-phase at the shop, and it's doing great. The other one that I bought is this Delta table saw contractor. I found this with a guy on the Brazilian equivalent of Craigslist. It's really hard to find these machines because, well, they're not. Delta does not sell them in Brazil, so it's quite a find. The same applies to this DeWalt planer, and as soon as I saw the post on the website, I knew I had to get it. He also sold me this pancake compressor by Potter Cable. I don't think this one's going to be that useful, but I decided to get it, and I got this router as a gift from him. And that's it. The router I'm planning on placing here, just like everyone does with this model of the table saw. So another thing that sort of set me back on time available for coming here and work was the temperature control that I had to come up with. As you can probably see from this shot, the roof that I have here is made out of fiber cement sheet, and it gets really hot. In order to make things a little bit easier for me, I installed these exhaust fans to take the hot air out of here. I ended up installing 4 of them. The fans themselves, they provided quite a relief for me. I don't have any temperature measurements. I didn't make any, so you have to trust me on that one. But it really made things better. So I made 2 more things in order to get the temperature thing going here. Second one is that I painted the roof with a white reflective coat, and I also installed fans on the walls. So that made it better for me to work here. Now when I come into this room, it's not hotter than the outside. It's basically the same temperature, or sometimes even colder. Another thing that put a delay on things here is that my mom, she's selling her house, which is where I used to live a few years ago, and where I actually settled my first workshop. So I had a bunch of things there, a bunch of things that I didn't bring to this one. I had an electronics workbench there. I had a mobile workstation for the D-wall table saw that I have. All those things were there. So now that she's on the process to sell the house, she had to bring all those things over. And there were a lot of things. And well, she basically put them here. And I'm now trying to get this workshop back to what it was. But as you can see, it's still a mess. Look at that. I still need to find a place where everything that's back there, and the Midasol station here is all messed up. And that's one of the things that actually, also delayed the whole process of finishing the CNC enclosure thing. Yeah, that's it. Last, but definitely the most important of all, I just became a father. And my first child was born on December 9th, and there's a whole preparation before the day actually comes. And, I had to go to the doctor and several appointments with my wife on the weekends, which is the only day that I actually get to come here. And this obviously took time away from the workshop, but family's priority. When it comes to that, this shop just doesn't stand a chance. Resolutions. Normally people make them the day before January 1st. But here am I, January 1st. So 2023 was a very good year for me. Professionally, I got to go to the US. I met Colorado, which is a beautiful place. I got a lot of knowledge from this trip. And, it was a good year for me when it comes to my professional life. Personal life, it was amazing because I became a father. And this was pretty recent, right? My son was born on December 9th, just like I mentioned before. And it is just like everyone says, it's a different kind of love. that you never felt before. And I'm really grateful for that everything turned out fine, that there were no problems with the C-section and everything related to the health of my child and my wife's. So I can't be more grateful than that for 2023. For 2024, there's only one resolution that I have in mind. One that I've been postponing for years and years, and I couldn't accomplish. I need to get fit. I need to get healthy. I need to lose weight. I'm fat, and I don't like it, you know. I don't mind the jokes that I get at work. I really don't. If there's anyone watching this, because I do have a few coworkers that I have subscribed here, I don't mind. You can keep calling me names. But I just don't feel good with myself. And I need to feel good to be there for my child, to be there for my wife. So, you know, I could pile a bunch of things that I want to do in 2024, but they don't have the priority that this one that I just said has. So hopefully when 2024 ends, I'll come back to this video and I'll see that I made it. And I'm going to do it. I have to do it this time. And it's not something that I've never done before. I already had six packs in the past. I was ripped when I was a teenager, but it kind of spiraled out of control, and I need to get back control. I need to get it back, and I'll do it. So if you're watching this, have a good 2024. I just read the news and just saw the news that Japan was struck with a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. So, I mean, I just hope that things work out fine for them. It's not a good start for 2024, but wherever you are watching this, I wish you a good one. I wish you a good year and wish you all the best. And that's it.